Alright, the water's still all up, but I thought I'd show you this before I go arrowhead hunting. I'm gonna go in that spot where I can look where it's real, the water's high, but I can still look where I found the stuff in my last video. Go there for a couple hours and see if I can't get something else. But I found this in the parking lot of Walmart under a light. I found these two. I have these in smaller frames because I'm gonna put them in a larger frame, like two here and then a bigger one there, and make a three-piece display with these ones. Specimen. So I'm getting, this is just since I started my YouTube channel in, I don't know, right around 2 years. I found all of these. So I'm getting a pretty nice collection of these. And parking lots under lights are a good spot to look. You don't find many, but there's some there. Most of them are all broken up, but some of them are good, so you can do stuff like this later. I'll get back on my arrowhead clips next from the place I'm going if I find anything later. Alright, I'm back to the river. See, down in there is right behind them trees. Right in there is where I sifted all that stuff in the last couple days. The water's still flooded everywhere, but I'm back. I was finding flakes of Flint Ridge, and I found 2 points yesterday and the nutting stone, and you know, the points had damage, but to find anything when it's like this, no one else is really hunting. You can see this is straight up and down. It's a good, I'm on a point, I'd say I'm 15 feet above the water. Watch this. It's a good ways down here, and I'm looking right below when the water comes up and erodes this stuff out of the bank. Look, I had to cut steps in here. Well, anyway, I'll get back if I find anything. It's gonna be rough, but you know, I'm finding a handful of flint and some artifacts, so hopefully I can get something later. All right, you can see I'm in need of thigh deep water sifting. This is an Indian site. There's usually beach way out here, but the river's flooded. But I'm feeling with my shovel is basically what I'm doing on the base clay to find the pockets of fire rock that have come out of this cut bank here. And you can see there's even fire rock here stuck, falling right out of the bank. You can see it's coming out at the base, and this is a pretty high bank. But I got a pretty nice little fish spear point. The tip's dinged, but see if you see it. Tip's dinged, but it's a nice little point right here. It's made out of that kind of green stuff, and it's real nicely made. That's a real old break. You can tell it's almost like it's river tumbled, like it's rolled in a creek, and I'm at the mouth of a creek, so this could have tumbled out the mouth of that. But that's a pretty classic fish spear type, and it'd be like middle archaic, I would guess, on this site. Real polished base, you can see it. The sides are a little ground from tumbling around, but not like the base. All of these are real polished that I found, but that ain't bad for the first find, and especially the conditions. I got some flint. I'll show you the flint at the end. I'm finding flakes of Flint Ridge, so I have potential later. Look at all this. This is, I'm scooping stuff right back in there under that tree, and look, there's a flake of Flint Ridge right on my, look at that, real high quality stuff. Little finishing flake. I can feel it's real good material. It's real good material. I have a chance at something else later. Alright folks, it's been like an hour since I found this, the fish spear, and that's a pretty nice point. You know, it's classic. It's got a tip nick, but it's cool. Got another point there in my screen. It's a day maker. I've been finding little flakes of Flint Ridge like this. That's what's keeping me going. There's lots of material here, some of that red and green jasper. There's Coshocton, and I've literally found probably 100 pieces of little Flint Ridge like this big, little tiny flakes. But I got a Flint Ridge point, it's a bird point, and it looks good. I already got pictures, so we're in business to pull this bad boy. Man, this is horrible conditions, but I can feel that fire rock. Look at it in my screen, see if you can see the point. It's just repeatedly fired rock coming out of that cut bank right in here. It's all washed out here, and there's just fire rock everywhere. See if you see, there's a flake I missed. Little piece of like Coshocton looking stuff. Put that in my pocket. See if you see the point. It's right here. And all of these are made of nice flint, and they all look about the same. Look at that smoker. Let me see here if I can give you a translucency show without dropping this in the water. You know, the sun just went behind a tree, but that's a solid point. It's real nicely made. Look at it. Oh, well, that's worth it. In horrible conditions, and it's like gray blue flint ridge. Oh man, it's probably white. It's been heat treated, and these people heat treated a lot of stuff, but man, that's nice. I'll get a few more pictures, and I'm gonna do a little more, but man, I'm satisfied for the day. Do a little around the front here, but not bad. A couple points and some flint in horrible conditions. Later. Now I'm getting out of here. Look at all the fresh berries. I think these are raspberries. They are. Look, they're everywhere in here. You could pick a bunch of them. There's some other berries, but I'd say these are poison. These red ones. But I'm waiting to see this minefield of submerged logs and stuff over here to these steps I have cut in the bank, and I'm getting out of here. It looks like it's gonna rain again, but I got 2 points today again, little better ones today. Yep, I'm going up this. I'll get back on my next one. That'll be it on this. Later, Pete.